What's going on, guys? Rods over bricks here. I'm just here to show you guys and talk to you guys about a differential. So pretty much every car has a differential, car, truck, SUV, everything in between. And this is the generic layout that it typically looks like. In this case, we do have a sprocket right here that drives it, but that would be your ring gear. It feeds the carrier, which is the piece that holds the 4 spider gears. And then you have your each individual axle shaft going out to each side. When the car is going straight, everything moves together, just like it does here. The gears are not turning independent from each other. But then once your rolling car takes a turn, it allows a speed difference between the left and right tire, and now you see those spider gears in the middle are compensating for that difference. A little differential here built out of KNEX is also kind of nice because then you can reverse the direction. As you see here, I'm taking this tire and going clockwise, and the other one, well, according to that side, is going counterclockwise. If I turn it around, it's going clockwise here too. But it does reverse direction, so that's kind of a handy use for this if you don't have it in a automotive type application. The other thing I've seen people use this for, and I myself have used it, if the carrier here in the middle is sprung to one position and you have power running through, well, if it senses torque on this end, it starts to take the carrier and move it around. And what I've had before is I built a little RC car that used this carrier in the middle going lengthwise with the chassis, and as it sensed strain on the chassis, the carrier would turn over and engage 4-wheel drive. I tried to make it shift gears that way as well, but I couldn't find a good way to go from low to high because there always has to be the strain here on the carrier, and when you're in between gears, that strain is obviously gone, so it springs back to the first position with no strain. Here's a closer look at everything. So with this style of layout right here, as you see, I've got the ring gear. It is a sprocket that I run from a motor through a chain into here. And whenever the motor's going, it's pulling that sprocket, which is pulling the carrier and equally distributing the power left and right. The only problem with something like this is, and you've probably seen it before on a lot of off-road videos, where a truck is going crooked over something, whichever tire has the least amount of traction, it'll send all the power to. So if this carrier, you're still sending power through here, the left and right wheels are spinning evenly, just like this. But the moment you get one wheel up in the air, and there is still power going through the ring gear and the carrier, you'll notice that it only drives that side. Inversely, I could hold this, and it'll send power over here. You'll also see a speed difference here. Every revolution that I do with this will come out exactly twice as much as long as this side stays stationary. So we'll see here, I made half a turn with this, and that gear clip is back vertical. Another half turn, and we're back to vertical again. So that's also kind of nice, because you could actually double your gear ratio right through this and have an exact 1-to-2 ratio. Inversely, you can go from 2-to-1 gear reduction. So this is definitely a nice little KNEX differential that I whipped up. I think it'll work just fine for small uses. Now, I am using those gray push-on gears. If you really wanted it to be quite strong, I think the best thing to do would be to take a small screw and run it right through. Let's see, there we go. Put a screw right through here, through the gear and through the axle, thus locking them in. Because there will be some slippage, between the gray push-on gear to the axle shaft itself. I've shimmed it before with a little bit of paper, and that makes a really nice tight fit. So that could be something that you want to do if you don't want to drill holes and put screws in your KNEX. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to try to keep shrinking them down without cutting or bending anything. This one here just seems to be really reliable. And at the end of the video here, which is right about now, I'm going to show a whole bunch of up-close shots so you guys can build it yourself. Thank you for watching.